Hello dancers, hello salty subscribers. To cut to the chase, I'm kind of back to square one. Back when I was talking about, taking a hiatus, stopping the channel, stopping with videos because there's nothing to upload. I'm kind of back in that position where I just cannot take classes, I cannot rent studios, I cannot make tutorials. And for those of you who were there for that little video when Steve took my phone and made the video, he was like, "No, Salty Sugar Plum's not going anywhere. She's back and channel's gonna be better than ever and more videos." Well, where the fuck are they? So I'm only taking 2 or 3 ballet classes a week, and it is only in one studio that my parents pay for. My parents write a check to the studio, a card of 10 classes at a time, and that is my reward for driving back to Long Beach to chauffeur my mom wherever. My mom wants to take the ballet classes with me, my mom wants this, wants that. So in order for me to earn ballet classes, I have to go to my parents and do things for my mom. So those classes are, number one, the only way I can take a ballet class, and like I said, it's usually only 2 to 3 days a week. Those classes are frequently canceled. Some of you have heard me talk about this is the studio that has very low enrollment. If we have less than 3 dancers, the class will be canceled. And number 3, ordinarily this teacher would let me use the studio for free after class. She doesn't mind letting me use it. You've seen this studio in many of my videos before, but there's always a kids class or a private class or something going on after the adult class is over, or I gotta drive my mom back. And recently there's been another dancer, an actual professional dancer from Connecticut Ballet. She's been coming to take this class. She hangs out in the studio a little later. She talks to the teacher. She's a lot better than me, so she can do a lot more things than I can. I get tired very early, or my ankle starts to bothering me, so I don't even stay for the whole class. A lot of the times I have to duck out at jumps because my heart can't do it or my ankle can't do it, so I can't go back in the studio after I've already left, or if she's using the studio with the teacher, for all those reasons, tutorials haven't been happening. And that's just the way it is until I can get enough money to take a class somewhere else or rent a studio somewhere else, but I don't. I have $50 left in my bank account. That's it. Granted, I do have some donors, thank you so much, and, maybe I'll get $10 here, $20 here, every once in a while, $50, and to me that seems like such a big deal. That's so much, but that only lasts a couple of classes. Or last time somebody gave me a donation, they were like, "Oh, please, use it on some new shoes or slippers or dance clothes or something," and I'm like, "Yeah, totally." And then I wound up spending it on gas and cat food. So that brings me to Patreon, because so many of you are suggesting that I make a Patreon. And that sounds like a great idea, but I'm really struggling. The thing I'm really struggling with is to figure out what the rewards and the incentives are. So I'm here asking, what do you want? What do you want to see? What would you pay money for? And yes, there are things like early access, or this special video, or this super premium detailed video, the director's cut, or special cut scenes or bloopers or something. But the thing is, I don't want to be gatekeeping knowledge from people just because they don't have money. Any video that I would make for a Patreon member, I would also eventually want to post to YouTube so that everyone can enjoy it. So, there are other things I've thought about. There are more personal things, like an Ask Me Anything, a personal, almost like a journal vlog where I just record everything I do every day. Or I was even thinking, what if I make merchandise? I could make a t-shirt that's fucking salty bitch. I don't know, something. Or make leg warmers that just say this is bullshit. I don't know. And the thing is with making merchandise is I would have to buy it, and that costs money. It would take some time to build up the funds to buy those supplies. I can't just pull merchandise out of thin air. That would be a whole separate endeavor. And it's like, I got to at least break even. I can't just like bust my ass doing these things for Patreon members if I'm not even breaking even through Patreon. I could paint you a picture, I could write a card for you, I could get Steve to take some really artsy photos of yours truly and sign them and mail them to you, but who the fuck wants to see my stupid face on their wall? If I could just find some like really rich fucking like philanthropist or donor or something, if they just gave me an obscene amount of money, not only would I just crank out tutorial after tutorial, I'd be taking classes every day. I'd be super strong. I'd be like in the best shape of my life. I'd probably get a job in a company, if not start my own company. I have ideas up here. It's not all sawdust. There are films that I want to turn into ballets. If I started my own little like project or company, like I would want to actually pay my dancers. I don't want to exploit any dancers. So, it's like, how do I convince rich people that we need ballet? How do I convince a rich person to give me their money so that I can make like some fucking awesome ballets based off of films, based off of crazy films that should probably never have no business being made into a ballet, but I want to do it. And I'm not telling you which films because I don't want anybody to steal my ideas. So yes, I just want everybody to comment down below. If you think Patreon is a good idea, most of you do. Like I said, I don't want to gatekeep knowledge. Poor people deserve educational tutorials too. I don't want to be that asshole that like gives rich people special treatment. I mean, although in this case I would have to give them special treatment because they're giving me extra money or supporting me on a monthly basis or whatever. But I want to know like what is a good thing to give you. Like I said, I could give you access to more personal videos, longer videos, things that are just like more in depth that maybe don't make it to the regular YouTube people. If you're one of those weird people that's into like smelly, gross, used point shoes, I could totally ship you a pair of point shoes every month for like $50. I need to know like what can I give you that is worth a monthly subscription from Patreon? What can I give you that is worth $2 a month, $5 a month, $10 a month, $20 a month? What help me out here, because I got no ideas. And then one last little thing, at the end of most of my YouTube tutorials, I have the little slide, this little donation slide, for people that ask, how can I send you some money? How can I Venmo you? How can I PayPal you? Whatever. And these are all my usernames and stuff. Somebody brought it to my attention. They were trying to use PayPal and just searching this username, VB Ballet, was not working for them. So I think they sent money to like a non-existent entity. If PayPal is forcing you to look me up by my email address, here it is. It is Victoria Arabesque. The A is conjoined, so the last A of my name is also the first A of the word arabesque. Okay, so Victoria Arabesque, Q-U-E, we all know how to spell arabesque, 119 at gmail.com. I am hoping that because you are dancers, you will have a much easier time typing this out than the non-dancers do. Every time I give a non-dancing person my email address, they're like, okay, Victoria Rabesque, right? And I'm like, uh-huh. Alright, so just the only thing that might fuck you up is the A. There's only one A between Victoria and Arabesque. They're conjoined, Victoria Arabesque. And I pretty much always reply or respond or say thank you when I get a donation. So if you've sent money to VB Ballet through PayPal and you've seen that nobody like took it or accepted it or processed it and nobody wrote back saying thank you, like double check, like make sure you didn't turn VB Ballet into an email address, because if that's the case, I didn't get it. I always try to respond to everybody and say thank you, even if you just donated like $1 or $2 or $5. I still, try to respond and say thank you. All right, so comment below, let me know, and I do appreciate everybody's support. on my channel so far. You know, the constant comments of encouragement and praise. You know, there are so many of you telling me that, you know, you think I'm so good, I'm such a good teacher, I know so much, how am I not in a company, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, up until I made this channel, I did not have a lot of people that believed in me or thought I was good. Without going into too much detail, my parents are not super supportive of what I'm doing. You know, just even a kid growing up in school, you know, I was bullied a lot by other students, bullied by teachers, bullied by ballet teachers, you know, and for me personally, it's very, very difficult to overcome negative self-talk because negative voices are kind of all I really have in my head. You know, I don't really have many words of praise to help override that. For the most part, I don't think anybody really believes that I'm going to be a dancer, except you guys. So thank you. Thank you for sticking around, watching the videos, leaving the comments, telling me that you like me. That's all really cool. So yeah, let me know. Let me know so we can get this Patreon shit started and hopefully actually ramp up the channel with real tutorials. You know, I want to be able to rent a nice space for as long as I want to after taking as many classes as I wanted and be able to just spend the time, edit the video, teach the thing, and post the video. So, yeah, let's get her done. I guess it's one of these things that I have to rely on the help of strangers for, which is tough for me. I don't like asking for help. But here it goes.